SMMA in 2020, okay? Where do you start? Where do you start as a beginner in 2020 with SMMA, okay? That's what I'm gonna be covering in this video. And also, I wanna be covering my first six-figure business. Obviously, as you guys, majority of you guys know, my first six-figure business at 18 years old, that is. And really how you guys can mimic what I've done and reap the rewards yourself. As always guys, just before we jump into the video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I am posting every other day solely e-com agency SMMA content. Where do you start? Okay, if you're just beginning in SMMA, I completely understand. It's probably very daunting. It's probably very, you don't know what to do. Like, where do you go? Which route do you take? Who do you follow? Like, you know, I understand, okay? And I wanna give you guys some clarification in terms of what I would do if I was just starting out in 2020 with SMMA, what I would do, the route I would take, and essentially how you can mimic my first six-figure business. Now, just to touch on my first six-figure business, majority of you guys will know, it was from social media marketing. You know, I've done it myself, I've been there, I've done it. You know, I've started in the trenches, working my way up to where I am now, which is, once again, majority of you guys know, teetering around 20-25K a month from my agency alone, and that's an e-com agency. I specialize in having an e-com agency, and that really was my first six-figure business. From there, obviously, I have gone on to make multiple six-figure businesses, build multiple six-figure businesses. But really, the bread and butter, you know, the main driving one behind them all is my e-com agency. It's not my coaching business, it's not any of the others. It's my e-com agency, and that's why I'm so passionate about this YouTube channel, okay? Because that was not only my first, but I 100% believe that it's the most easy replicable one, okay, in terms of you guys mimicking what I do. That's why I do my 4-week mentorship program. That's why I do the one-off mentoring calls as well, is because it's so easily copied in terms of like you guys just copying what I do. And that's a really good segue into probably what majority of you guys are here for, is where do you start with SMMA in 2020? You know, SMMA as a beginner in 2020, once again, I know is daunting. So I always say to my coaching students, I say it on this channel, if you watch majority of my videos, you probably heard me say this before, but I stand by it 100%. There's 3 things that you need to get dialed down for SMMA. If you're a beginner, these 3 things still apply to you. If you're more advanced, these 3 things still apply to you. It's just obviously wherever you're at, it kind of it correlates to the levels of these 3 things that you need to take these 3 things to, okay? The 3 things are, first one being outreach, second one being sales, and the third one being service delivery. So I mean, if you're a beginner, mastering those 3 things, or not even mastering, I can comfortably tell you guys, I was probably at around 6, 7, 8,000 a month, or I wasn't at 6 figures yet, so I was just under 8,000 a month. I'd say around 6, 7,000 a month, and I didn't really master any of them. I didn't even really have to a point where I was, you know, good at it. You know, I just had them in place. That's all I had. I just had them in place. I wasn't the best at it. I just had them in place, and that still allowed me to get to $6 to $7,000 per month. Now you tell me another business model that will allow you to not even have things in place solidly and you can still make $6,000, $7,000 a month. I mean, there's just not another one out there. That said, if I had somebody like myself to you guys now, you know, I wish I had that when I was starting out, you know, somebody who's telling me literally word for word what to do on this channel for free. And then obviously like once again, my 4-week mentorship program, students, one-off call students as well, all that kind of stuff. I mean, if I had somebody like that when I was very first starting out, I can comfortably say I'll be so much further than I am right now. That said, I didn't have to figure it out kind of basically on my own. So if you can get those 3 solid foundations down packed, you will easily be able to get your agency to 6 figures this year in 2020. Now, just to touch on the 3 things, I mean, as I said, these are the only 3 things you should be focused on. If you're just starting as a beginner, they're the only 3 things you should be focusing on. Outreach, sales, and service delivery. That's it. Don't focus on anything else in order to get from 0 to 6 figures. Don't focus on tax, structure, and how to structure your business and all that. I get asked far too many times, people come up to me and ask me, Kai, what's the best way to structure my tax? How do I make my tax more efficient? I'm like, cool, how many clients have you got? And they're like, oh, I've not got any yet. I'm just like, dude, or whoever it is, your focus is on the completely wrong thing. You're never gonna get to 6 figures trying to become more tax efficient. You gotta have money to pay tax. You're not gonna get any money by focusing on how to become more tax efficient, or even like setting up your business as an LLC or a sole trader or whatever you wanna do. Wrong thing to think about, wrong thing to be putting your focus into. The only 3 things you should be putting your focus into when you're starting your SMMA: outreach, sales, service delivery. That's it. Now, as I said, just to touch on each of them, right? Outreach. Find a proven system within your niche. Majority of you guys on this channel probably are in the e-com niche, because that's what I'm in and that's really what this channel is based around. Find a proven system. Once again, majority of you guys know, if you're new here, I have a killer system. I mean, once again, I'll put a heap of screenshots up on the screen. You can see these are just people who have, really adopted my system, used it consistently, and now they are killing it with the system, okay? I can guarantee, right, they are killing it, okay? And that's because they've tripled down on a proven system for their niche. Their niche is e-com, just like me. They've tripled down on the proven system that I've seen work time and time again. Conversely, if you're in the real estate niche, in the gym niche, in the restaurant niche, I can't speak on those because I'm not in it. That said, I'm sure there's some proven systems out there that have worked time and time again. Find them, triple down on that. That's outreach taken care of, okay? My students who have gotten these coaching calls and on the 4-week program with me and whatnot, they've got their outreach taken care of now. That's it, they're done. Now there's only 2 things for them to focus on: sales and service delivery. Sales, different ball game. Once again, my 4-week students, my 4-week program students have that down pat because, we go through that as well. That said though, if you're, once again, just starting out or whatever, I mean, sales is really, it is in depth, but in order to get your first few clients, you don't need to go that in depth. You just need some sort of solid sales script, and you need to just make sure that you practice it and you can talk very fluently on the call. You're very, it doesn't sound like you're reading, okay? It sounds like your eyes that probably sound like right now. I mean, I'm not reading off of anything. That's how you want to sound. You don't want to sound like on the meeting, you don't want to be like, and so my price for this is 3,000. You don't want to sound like that. That's just a given. You don't want to sound like that in any situation, especially not when you're trying to sell a $3,000, $4,000, $6,000 per month service, okay? So that's sales. I mean, that is, it's hard to learn, but like I say, to get even your first 1 or 2 clients, you don't need to know it too heavily. You really don't need to go too much in depth. So that can come and go at times wherever you need to sell within your agency, okay? Moving on to the 3rd thing, a contractor, okay? That is probably one of the best ways you're going to get service delivery down packed when you're starting out. I mean, if you come from an e-com background, or if you're not in the, I'm just going off e-com niche because I just think everybody is in it. I believe everybody should be in the e-com niche because it's the best niche out there. That said, if you're in any other one and you come from a background of delivering that kind of results, then you can do it yourself. It's not a big deal. Once again, if you're in the e-com niche and you come from a background of drop shipping or whatever, you can run that ad yourself, but the thing is, if you are a complete beginner, you don't know how to run Facebook ads or anything like that, it's not a big deal at all. You can literally just get a contractor on board who you pay $750, $1,000 a month for, whatever it is, but you're charging your client $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $6,000 per month. So that's the best way to go about service delivery, right? So it goes more in depth into each one. I can't cover it in a 10-15 minute video. That's why I do my coaching, and that's why, there's more videos on my channel that really go into different details of the agency. But I mean, they're the 3 things you need to focus on. And that's the biggest tip that I can give you as a beginner starting out in SMMA in 2020. So guys, I hope that gave you some really good insight, gave you some good kind of clear focus for, moving into 2020 and kind of carrying it out through 2020 if you're starting an SMMA. I hope that, like I said, I hope it gives you some clear insight. It gives you a clear kind of road to take. And yeah guys, once again, subscribe to the channel because I'm going into each and every detail on this channel within the agency. So, you know, I've had so many people message me saying the results that they've got just from watching my channel. Literally, that's all they've done is watch my channel, and the results they're getting are insane. So I highly recommend you should subscribe and make sure you smash the like button as well if you did enjoy. But apart from that guys, I hope you enjoyed again, and I will see you in the next video.